Greetings, programs. This is Wretch. Welcome back to A Golden Wake. And in the last episode, guys, Alfie gained an audience with Merrick, the real estate mogul who's trying to do this whole Coral Gables project. And Merrick basically gave him 3 tasks that he needs to complete in order to basically gain the man's trust and enter that whole operation. So we were able to take care of the first one. We did a little bit of a home inspection on a real estate holdout. And now we're here in the offices of the Miami Herald trying to get some publicity. So let's go ahead and talk to this woman and maybe some of the other reporters and see what we have to do here.
May I have a moment?
You may.
Ooh.
I'm Alfred Banks, and I believe you have the advantage.
Marjorie Stoneman Douglas.
Pleasure. What is it you do around here, Miss Douglas?
I write articles, conduct interviews, and investigate stories. I'm what's commonly referred to in this business as a reporter.
I suppose that was a bit of a silly question on my part.
Well, at least you can admit to it. That puts you ahead of most.
Have you reported anything on George Merrick's Coral Gables project?
Don't know that I'd have to. He spent a small fortune on advertising. I doubt there's a single person in town who hasn't heard of it by now.
That may not exactly be the case. Mr. Merrick asked me to come here and inquire about possibly getting someone to do a bit of publicity for him.
Suddenly it all becomes clear. Let's get something straight right now. I'm not some dumb Dora at anyone's beck and call. If Merrick wants a reporter in his pocket, it'll have to be someone else. I'm far too busy to find myself on the leash of some land developer and his cronies.
That's fair enough.
Now, let's not be so hasty. I'm sure Mr. Merrick isn't looking for a lapdog, just someone who can provide some help. Maybe we can reach some sort of agreement.
Now that you mention it, maybe we can. Okay, I'll help you out if you do me a favor first.
Name it.
There's a story I've been following, but I've hit a bit of a roadblock. Are you familiar with Jeremiah Miller?
Afraid not. Who is he?
He's a local politician, county commissioner in fact, very outspoken on the subject of prohibition. I have reason to believe, however, that he's full of hot air. Unfortunately, I've never been able to get close enough to him to see if my hunch is right.
So, where do I come in?
Miller enjoys spending his time at the Miami Men's Club on Brickell Avenue. I figure if he's going to indulge in any illicit pastimes, that would be his ideal spot. As I am of the fairer sex and therefore not allowed inside, I need someone I can trust to get in there and see if I'm right.
And you trust me?
Not particularly, but you're my best hope, and you need my help. So I figured you've got the best chance of actually getting this done.
So, if I catch Miller in the act, what then?
Bring me some sort of proof of his hypocrisy, be it a photograph or a signed confession. I'm not fussy.
I'll see what I can do.
Yeah, normally the politicians who are the biggest crusaders against something are the biggest dabblers in said subject matter.
Do you enjoy your work here?
I do, although to be completely frank, it's gotten a bit tedious. Granted, what I'm doing now is much better than what I did when I started, that being the society column. Back then, things were so slow I made up half my stories.
It certainly seems like there's a lot going on in town these days.
I won't argue with you on that point, but we'll see what the future brings. Maybe I'll take a crack at going out on my own. We've managed to get the vote. I see no reason why a woman can't make a name for herself as a freelance writer.
Huzzah!
Anything you can tell me about Miami?
When I first got here, this was no more than a glorified railroad terminal. There were less than 5,000 people and the streets were made of white dust. Now we've got hundreds, if not thousands, of new faces showing up every day and are constantly expanding. I bet it won't be long before some other fool tries draining the Everglades to make more room.
I'll see you around.
Count on it.
A gentleman by the name of Walt, who wants to build an experimental prototype city of tomorrow. But that's not for another, 40 years. It would probably be best not to disturb him. You have no business with the editor-in-chief. Okay. The Miami Men's Club. This painting depicts a man in a safari outfit standing triumphantly over a dead water buffalo. You feel a bit sorry for the poor creature. The man in this painting is smoking a cigar and looks particularly arrogant. Hopefully this doesn't represent the typical members of this club. I've got some bad news for you, Alfie.
Begging your pardon, sir, but where exactly do you think you're going? Only members of this club are allowed in there, and I don't believe that you are one.
The cabinet contains several trophies, honoring achievements ranging from hunting to archery to golf. The men's club clerk stands behind his podium, carefully watching everyone who enters and exits. He exudes an air of extreme superiority, and probably considers his job more important than that of even President Harding.
Begging your pardon, my good man.
Yes?
This seems a rather exclusive establishment.
Yes, sir, it is. Did you need something in particular, or did you prefer to stand around all day discussing the obvious?
Whew!
I didn't catch your name.
That's because I didn't pitch it. You can call me Morris if you need anything. Of course, how much I'll actually be able to serve you remains to be seen.
Morris? Any relation to Evan Morris from New York?
I don't think so, no.
Oh, well, I guess that helps my chances of getting into this club at least. Let's say, hypothetically speaking, that someone wanted to join your club. How would one go about doing so?
It's a rather simple three-step process. 1, you have to be a man. I believe you've already met that requirement. 2, you must prove your pedigree. We don't just allow anyone in off the street. Finally, you need to have a respected member of the community vouch for you. Once you've done that, it's a simple matter of waiting to be contacted for approval.
Are you familiar with a gentleman by the name of Jeremiah Miller?
I'm not at liberty to say.
Come on, I know for a fact that he's a member of this club.
Then why did you ask me?
Because I want to know what you know about him.
As I said, I'm not at liberty to discuss members of this club with non-members. I'm sure you understand.
I'm afraid I must be going.
Good day to you, sir.
So we have to prove our pedigree, have a member vouch for us, and be a man. 1 out of 3 ain't bad so far. Fake plans, note. Hear him. Ooh! You certainly see no reason to give the clerk any money. Well, we tried.
Take a look at this photo. Notice anything in particular?
It looks like you, with a mustache. If I may be frank, I'm glad you shaved it off. It doesn't really suit you.
That's my father, Hiram Banks.
Hiram.
He was one of the top real estate moguls in the Northeast. Surely that demonstrates I have some sort of pedigree.
Ah, of course. While I have to admit I've never heard of the man, we have several members who surely have, being in that field. Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application.
Okay, cool. And we have to have a member vouch for us. Let's go talk to Merrick. Maybe Merrick can vouch for us. He's like the most famous person that we know currently, or the most powerful. Hello, ma'am. Oh, can we just go in? Oh, cool.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you. Please, have a seat.
Publicity, the plan. Oh, joining men's club.
I was wondering if I could ask a favor of you.
What might that be?
I'm trying to join the Miami Men's Club, and I need someone to vouch for me.
A society climber on your first day in town?
It's not quite like that.
I understand. Sometimes this business makes us do things we weren't expecting.
You're telling me.
Very well. Give me 1 moment and I'll have Miss Rogers type up a letter for you.
With her typing ribbon that we conveniently gave her.
She's typing it up for you right now.
Thank you, Mr. Merrick.
My pleasure.
I'll just get to it then.
I wish you the best of luck.
That's nice we were able to get it so easy.
Here you are, Mr. Banks.
Thank you very much, Ms. Rogers.
Our voucher. George, or rather Miss Rogers, has written you a glowing recommendation for entry into the Miami Men's Club. That should go ahead and give us the keys to the kingdom. And don't know if we're going to need the records office again. But I'm glad that it's there. Here you go, buddy.
Have a look at this. It's a letter from George Merrick sponsoring my entry into your club.
Merrick, eh? Well, he is a fairly prestigious member of the community.
Fairly.
Very good. The club will take this into consideration when evaluating your membership application. Well, you seem to have provided sufficient information to be considered for membership into this club. Now it's just a matter of your evaluation.
How long will that take?
Oh, it all depends. Likely a week or two. We'll contact you when the decision has been made.
I'm not sure I can wait that long.
In that case, there may be ways of expediting the process.
Oh, now we give him the money.
Say, friend, you've really been a great help today.
Wow.
I'd like to give you a little something for your trouble.
Why, thank you, Mr. Banks. Ah, well, what do you know? It seems the results of your evaluation are in, and you've passed with flying colors. Welcome to the Miami Men's Club. Please feel free to use any of the club's amenities at your leisure. And of course, if there's anything I can do for you, please let me know.
Let's use the washroom first because I feel dirty.
Well, look at this, boys. It seems we've got a new member.
The rest of the men glance in your general direction, but barely acknowledge you. They all seem to be rather uncomfortable in the presence of the man who just spoke.
Come on in, my boy. There's no need to be shy. What's your name, and where are you coming from?
Alfred Banks from New York. Just relocated to Miami this morning.
I must say, you work fast, Banks. Just arrived and already a member of one of the best men's clubs in town. You must really be the cat's pajamas.
Well,
But where are my manners? I'm Jeremiah Miller, County Commissioner, District 2.
I could tell from that sociopathic
I
smile.
welcome you not only to the club, but to our fair city as well.
Thank you, sir.
Feel free to make yourself at home and get to know the others. If you have any questions about the city or anything else, I'll be happy to help.
Miller is a very well-dressed man, which would indicate his high social ranking. He surveys the room like a hawk, almost as though he'd been hired to be some sort of law enforcer. This gentleman is sipping a cup of what appears to be tea as he reads The Mucker by Edgar Rice Burroughs. On the wall hangs various decorative paintings depicting caricatures of well-to-do society types. Okay. The old man is having quite an involved conversation about Sacco and Vanzetti with the younger man sitting on the stool. The young man is having quite an involved conversation about Sacco and Vanzetti with the older gentleman standing right next to him. The older man is leaning against the counter. He doesn't seem to move much, nor pay attention to his surroundings.
Good book?
The man just nods silently and continues reading.
Mr. Miller?
What can I help you with, Banks?
I want all the rundown, sir.
So, you're a county commissioner.
Indeed, I am.
What does that entail exactly?
Well, I won't bore you with the particulars, but basically I'm one of several elected officials who run the county. It's not a bad jumping point if you, like me, are interested in furthering your political career. Your best bet is to find a platform and rally up supporters. After that, climbing the ladder is duck soup.
Oh, my game is real estate, not politics.
You mean there's a difference? We're both out to screw the next chump over. Why, our fields are practically brothers.
Isn't that a bit cynical, sir?
Oh, it's a necessary quality in this business, my friend. Now, don't dismiss my idea so easily, Banks. You've got the makings of a politician in you. I wouldn't be surprised to see you in office somewhere within the next few years.
Ugh. Yeah, where's that washroom?
I've heard you've got a particularly strong stance on the subject of prohibition.
You heard correctly, Banks. I have a strict no-tolerance policy. Oh, don't get me wrong. What a man does in his home is his business. But people going out on the town and getting smoked, it's unacceptable.
Just a minute. Are you saying you're fine with a man drinking in his own home?
Well, come now, old sport. Don't be naive. Every man enjoys a little nip now and then. Prohibition is designed for the masses, not the individuals. Keep the drink at home, I say. If it's on the streets and in bars, that's where the problem lies, and that's where we have to enforce. Just look at this place. I've made sure we're as dry as a bone in here, and nobody is the worse for it.
You just hear people scream. You seem to hear a collective muttering coming from the direction of everyone else in the room.
Have you lived here long?
About 20 years, in fact. This city has grown considerably since then, and I'm proud to be involved in its government.
Know anything about the other club members? They seem a bit cold.
Nah, don't let them get to you. They're just a bit shy around new members. Soon enough, they'll warm up to you, and they'll be like your second family. In any case, the bookworm over there is Carlton Meeks. From what I understand, he's in the real estate game. The two gents over there are John Norris Sr. and Jr. Not a day goes by they aren't in here having some sort of squabble. And finally, the esteemed gentleman leaning on the counter is Franklin Evans. Don't think I've seen his face in years. He tends to keep to himself, you see. They're not the liveliest bunch, but they'll grow on you.
Nice chatting with you.
Likewise.
They seem to be in a fairly involved conversation. You feel it would be best not to interrupt.
Pardon me, sir, but
Before you can finish your greeting, you're taken aback by the incredibly strong scent of alcohol emanating from the man. He's clearly been sneaking his liquor from somewhere for some time, as he's rather ossified. You doubt he can even tell you're speaking to him. Ooh. Touch of the creature.
Mr. Miller?
What can I help you with, Banks?
Oh, do we have to narc him out?
Mr. Miller, this may be none of my business, but I was just trying to talk to the fellow over there by the counter, and, well, he's got a very strong scent of alcohol on him. I felt a bit woozy just standing next to him.
You don't say. I suppose that would explain quite a bit. This won't do. No, sir, not at all. Excuse me a moment, won't you, Banks?
Uh-oh.
Evans, are you drunk? Evans, answer me. Good Lord, how much have you had? You're a hazard. What if I wanted to light a cigarette? You're a disgrace to the good name of this club.
It seems a little something has fallen out of Miller's pocket. Oh. These guys are like, no, stop. Miller is out cold. Nobody else seems to be too bothered by this fact.
Good book?
Okay, well. Small engraved silver flask seems to be quite full. Uncapping it, you catch the unmistakable aroma of alcohol. There is our proof. Oh yeah, the men's club's completely gone.
Have a look at this. It's Jeremiah Miller's engraved flask.
So my hunch was right after all. Nice work, Banks. It's a bit of a tenuous link, but it's probably the best we'll be able to do at this point. Well, a deal's a deal. You can go ahead and tell Merrick I'll write for him.
I appreciate your help, Miss Douglas.
Huzzah! That's 2 out of 3. Which just leads us now to Riley's Real Estate. This painting is called simply Lighthouse and has been signed by Byron B. Painting is called Midnight Beach and has been signed by an artist known as Bernardo C. Rather childish looking piece called A Ship in the Night. The artist hasn't signed it, which you understand completely. Secretary seems less interested in her job as than she is in the state of her fingernails.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
I have an interview scheduled with Mr. Riley today.
I see. And your name is?
Alfred Banks.
Just a minute.
Were you going to let him know I'm here?
Huh? Oh, right. Hey, Mr. Riley, you got someone here to see you.
I think I could have done that myself.
Go ahead and go through the door there.
Of course. Thank you.
Can we ask you about yourself, though?
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
You seem very relaxed.
Do I? Well, I'll have you know I'm anything but. Why, just this afternoon I have an appointment with my pedicurist. Then first thing tomorrow morning it's off to the day spa. And then I have to go to the hair salon.
I get the point, miss. I really sympathize with your plight.
Oh, well, ain't you a sweetheart?
I appreciate the help.
Some people just have all the problems.
What can I do for you, young man?
Ooh, you have a nicer office. Painting over the door looks remarkably similar to the one in Merrick's office. Maybe all the real estate moguls shop at the same art store. On the wall is a painting of a young woman in flapper attire. She seems to be the same woman in the other painting. On the wall is a painting of a young lady, but you don't want to examine it too closely while Riley is here. Riley's got a fancy glass cabinet in which he seems to keep some odd knickknacks and... that word. Warren Riley looks to be in his late 60s. Despite his age, however, he gives the impression of a man who still has all of his wits about him.
Hello, Mr. Riley. My name is Alfred Banks, and I'm here for a job interview.
Ah, yes, of course. My secretary informed me you'd be coming in. I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry today, however. I have a very important appointment I must depart for in about 15 minutes.
Then I suppose we should get this over with as soon as possible.
Yes, of course. Well, let's begin. Why don't we start off by you telling me a bit about yourself?
Be truthful? Sure.
Well, you already know my name. I used to work at Morrison Banks up in New York, but recently moved here because of the land boom. I've got plenty of experience from working at my father's company.
You don't say. What made you get into real estate?
I wanted to follow in the footsteps of my father.
Honoring the family business. I greatly respect that. In a way, I'm a bit envious. I don't have any sons, so my business will eventually go to someone else. But I still value family. It's really the most important part of my life. But listen to me babbling. Let's get back to the interview. Now, what do you think you can bring to this company?
Help expand the company? You're a people person? How about expand?
I have business know-how and can help expand your company. My father was a partner at the firm I used to work at, and I learned quite a bit from him.
Well, Banks, I must say, you seem to be a very promising candidate. I'll have my secretary contact you in a few days. Now, if you'll excuse me, I must run. I have to meet my daughter for dinner, and I don't want to be late. A word of advice, Banks. As great as this business will make you feel, you are nobody if you haven't got someone who loves you. My daughter, for instance, means the world to me. I always want her to be around, which is why I've got these paintings of her in my office. But I digress. Let me show you back out.
So the paintings are important. Oh, nice golf socks.
Good day to you, Banks. Caroline, hold my calls.
He's got an appointment on the back nine. Riley's secretary might get suspicious if you just wander back there. You should ask her about it first.
Pardon me, miss.
What can I help you with, sir?
I'm afraid I need to get back into Mr. Riley's office.
Oh? Why is that?
I left something behind in there during my interview.
Oh, I see. Go ahead and get it. I never lock the door when Mr. Riley is out anyway.
Oh, well, thank you. I appreciate the help.
This is a place that really shouldn't be doing any kind of espionage, considering their security measures. Okay, let's see what this is. Ooh. You can't see anything productive coming out of... Oh. Painting is signed by A. Sokolov. You've never heard of that artist before. The painting shows Riley's daughter in a low-cut beige dress. She's clearly trying to pull off the flapper look, but in your opinion, she needs a bit of work. The date reads August 9th, 1913. I'm gonna write that down just because... I'm paranoid about that kind of stuff in point and clicks. 1913. Okay, so what was it? That is 70 years and 2 days from when I was born. Alright, should be good. How about this one? The oldest trick in the book. Hide your safe behind a painting. How many combat? One. Maybe. I'll tell you what, let's do this. I'm trying to actually spin it around, but that's not how that works. Let's do August 9th. You tug on the handle, but it doesn't budge. Okay. 809. There we go. You hear a click. That must have been the right combination. The handle turns and you open the safe. You find Merrick's plans and quickly replace them with your fake ones. That's like the easiest safe puzzle I've done in ages. Let's close that up. You put the painting back as it was. Alright, thank you, man. Appreciate you. Hope you don't get fired. And that's all the hoops jumped for Merrick. Hopefully that leads to goodness. Fingers crossed.
Come in.
Hello, Mr. Merrick.
Thanks. A pleasure to see you. Please, have a seat.
Oh, you're gonna think it's more of a pleasure here in a second, sir.
Here you are, Mr. Merrick. I got your design plans back from...
Oh, I should have read them.
Very impressive work, Banks. Did you get the job, too?
I'm not quite sure about that, sir.
Well, for the time being, let's hope you didn't. I don't want Riley stealing anything else from me.
I'll just get to it then.
I wish you the best of luck.
I believe that's everything taken care of, Mr. Merrick.
You know, when you first walked through that door, I had a feeling there was something special about you. I'm glad to see my assumptions were well placed. Welcome aboard the Golden Galleon, Banks. I think you're going to do wonders for us.
The Golden Galleon, sir?
Yes, it's our new slogan. Dammers came up with it. Follow the Golden Galleon to Coral Gables, where your castles in Spain are made real.
It certainly has a ring to it.
That it does. Now then, there's no time to waste. I've got some big plans for the next few years, and I'm going to need all the help I can get.
Chapter 2. When the groves begin to bear. Sometime later. Spring 1922. Wow.
How are those sales going, Banks?
Not bad, Doc. Just made another 12 this hour.
I knew there was something special about you the minute you stepped off that train, kid.
Say, Doc, this new office is great and all, but aren't we a bit crowded in this room?
You'll get used to it, kiddo.
It's just that in New York, I wasn't...
Well, this isn't New York, as I'm sure you've noticed by now. Anyway, George wants to see you in his office ASAP.
I see. Thanks for letting me know.
Well, I'm sure he's been making some good money. Hopefully. Wow. Can we check our inbox first? Your inbox never seems to be empty. You can sort through your inbox later. Pile of paper sits on your desk. You have no idea what they might be. The typewriter. What interesting designs up here. Alright, guys. Well, onwards and upwards. We basically got Alfred everything that he needed to do to get his foot in the door, and now we'll just see where it goes from here. But I hope you all have enjoyed it. If you liked the episode, please leave a like down below. Subscribe to the channel, leave a comment, that'd be a big help. And we'll see you next time. Later days, everyone.